Okay, hopefully this is recording. So a simple basic vessel in restricted visibility. In restricted visibility we can have one or two different systems, vectors, true or relative. And in this case I'm just going to use relative vectors to give a direct approach as to what's happening. If you have a target here on your port side and the vector is pointing towards you, then this means that the vessel will continue down this line and it's a steady bearing. For us to actually have the vector, it means that ARPA has connected and it has plotted the vessel in the 3-minute times, and that's what it's actually going to give me. It's going to give me the CPA, TCPA, course, speed and aspect. In this case it's going to come down on my port side. Action is an alteration of course to starboard, a broad alteration so it's clearly noticeable, and the reason for that is that I should avoid altering course to port for a vessel forward of the beam. I would continue to monitor and I would expect the CPA now to open up and come down my starboard side. Port quarter. Okay, here's the second one. Here I have one here on the starboard side, and again what I've got is I've got a steady bearing. In this case she's going to come down here. My course and speed would be OW here. She's actually coming across. An alteration of course to starboard, again in this situation a broad alteration, and continue to monitor. Why? Because I should avoid altering course to port for a vessel forward of the beam. Okay, let's go back and then let's have a look here at one here on the port quarter. Port quarter, I now find that the CPA is coming up, and in this particular case I've actually got a close quarter situation. She is obviously overtaking me at this particular time because there is OW and WA is considerably larger. My action again in this situation would be to alter course to starboard, because I should avoid altering course towards a vessel on or abaft the beam. This differs when I have it on the starboard quarter. Here let's have the same sort of scenario. Again, if I looked here, this is OW, WA, she's overtaking me almost twice my speed. In this particular case, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to alter course to port, so that I'm altering course. I should avoid altering course towards a vessel on or abaft the beam. Okay, so those are the similar straightforward scenarios. You guys, the next ones that the officer watch tend to get is just a single target, and again we've got a relative bearing, and then I've got a target over here. Assuming that the ARPA has connected, what can I deduce from this? Well, this vessel is going to come down fine on my port quarter, CPA maybe half a mile. It's too close for comfort, in which case it's a close quarter situation. Evaluating what else can I do, so I need to alter course to starboard for this vessel. This vessel has no target at all. That means that she is going in the same direction at the same course and speed as I am. An alteration of course now to starboard would clear the situation. This now would start to find that he would have a vector, but it was moving away from me. Okay, so an alteration of course to starboard and continue to plot until finally passed and clear.
So why not better than that? Same speed.
Okay, so let's put another one on, and so we've got now one that's just on the beam, she's just off the beam, and that's how I'd sort of plotted her. So by this 3 plot systems where I can say start a plot, continue a plot, complete the plot, this is just not following the straight. I've exaggerated it, yeah, but it's unsure as to what's actually happening. The rules say quite clearly that I should avoid altering course to port for a vessel forward of the beam, hence to coming to starboard, and I should avoid altering course towards a vessel on or abaft the beam. This case, I'm unsure what to do. The best action is to slow down and let the vessel pass ahead. Let's look at some others.
So we can slow down or we can stop and engine.
Stop, take all the way off, but that's to slow down. If I come down to half speed, she will clear ahead quite
Why
rapidly.
couldn't you go to port in this case?
Can I come back to that?
Okay.
Okay. So let's have another target here. Then I've got one here, fine on the port bow, and I've got another one here on the starboard quarter. Relative bearings. Both of them are slightly the same. So this one here, CPA, is just crossing ahead of us, and this CPA is almost on tact. Okay, what action can I take here? Well, now it's awkward, isn't it? Because I can't alter course to port and I can't alter course to starboard. The obvious action in this particular situation is to slow down and take all the way off, let them both clear, in which case then it would be to stop, change my fog signal, sound it more frequently to let them know what was actually going on. And so it's clearly visible on the radar that I've actually stopped. Let's have a look at another one. Here, put it port and starboard. Sorry, port forward of the beam and port and the aft of the beam. This one is collision. Both of them, it's a quite clear situation that what I can do is I can only alter course to starboard, away from the one forward of the beam and away from the one that's on on the port quarter. Okay. And it would be conversely if I had one here and one here. Now what are we going to do? Here I have one there, and here I have one here. Okay. So if we look at the rule, I can't alter course to port for the one forward of the beam, and I can't alter course towards the vessel on or abaft the beam. Again, in this scenario, slow down, stop, change my fog signal, sound it more frequently, let them pass ahead.